Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Vinland Saga, which is on episode 19. This episode was actually pretty nice and phenomenal, although it was pretty shocking in a certain way for me to understand how that really happened, and that's how Thorkel got that, whatsoever. I had a feeling it had to be involved with this, but those of you guys who are manga readers, which I'm not by the way, may understand what I'm getting at here. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Thorfinn finally wakes up after going to a concussion temporary, and then realizes that he can't fall asleep, and therefore he was about to continue his duel with Thorkel, but apparently Thorkel's like, "I'll let you recover for a bit before I even start fighting you again." But Thorfinn insists by saying, "Hey, don't undermine me, okay, or underestimate me. I'm gonna fight you." But his arm, or should I say his right arm, if anything, actually was like half of him is like dangling on like a stick. I'm not gonna lie, I was like really shocked to see that, and I'm like, holy shish kebab, man. Now that is one hell of a injury. So Askeladd decides to help Thorfinn out and try to treat his injury, but Thorfinn's like, "I don't need your freaking help," but freaking like Askeladd said, "Stop being a stubborn brat and let me help you, dude. This is why you're so troubling." And we see to it that our buddy Thorkel decides to tell him about his father Thor's and how he knows it, what little he knows about him, And we have to it that Thorkel actually told Thorfinn that he knew his father very well because he's the only one that actually was able to beat him, and he dreamed about wanting to fight him again and beat him one day, But during a battle involving the battle of Hjolmagavar in Norway, he died in that battle. Well, not entirely. He faked his death, but we see to it that Thorkel does find Thor's again and convinces him to go back to the leader, but we see to it that Thor tells him that he's not going. He found his true way he found a real reason of being a true warrior, and that's the reason why he's going to leave. And we had to it that Thorkel warns him, "Do you understand what happens if you leave without permission? You're going to die, sentenced to death." And he was about to fight Thor's, but Thor's broke his weapon with just his bare hands and knocks him out and just disappears. And that's how much he only remembers about Thor's. And then a couple days later, he will later on hear that Thor's would actually die, But he doesn't really understand what he meant about being a real true warrior, which is why he asked Thorfinn that question and asked him, what does he know? What did he know? What did he do to find out about being a true warrior at that place, He asked Thorfinn that question, but Thorfinn refuses to answer, maybe because it's just an embarrassment to his father, or he's just very stubborn that way. Whatever the case may be, we have to that Thorfinn's injuries is treated. Well, his right arm, one of his arms is incapacitated for the remainder of the duel. We see to it that Askeladd decides to help Thorfinn out a bit and tells him, "Listen to me and let me be your freaking advisor, okay? This is the only way how you and I are gonna get out of this alive." And we have to it that Askeladd tells Thorfinn throughout the times he saw Thorkel battle, there was one time he actually fell. The Thorkel the Invincible fell. And we see to it that Askeladd decides to help Thorfinn out in this battle in a certain way by blinding Thorkel when he's going for the killing blow, and then Thorfinn after seeing Askeladd manage to blind him a bit with the little sunlight from the sun ray of his sword to Thorkel's face, Thorfinn kicks him in the face, and all of a sudden he falls over, which is to my shock. I'm like, how's that even possible, Although it's still a little questioning matter. I guess sometimes around the face is usually your major weak point, but after Thorfinn takes advantage of this, and he ends up gouging one of Thorkel's eyes out. And of course, one of his men interrupted the duel and was about to kill him, and Thorkel's really mad and says, "What the hell you a-holes doing? I don't remember saying that you freaking sullied my duel like this." And one of his I think one of his vice commanders or first mate whatsoever, or should I say like second in command if anything, says we're gonna kill that kid whether you like it or not. And Thorkel was about to kill him, but he convinces Thorkel, go ahead and kill me, because you are the only one who can unite these beasts under your wings whatsoever. Eventually, the fight is broken up by Prince Canute, and we see to it that Thorkel, on the other hand, decides to let Thorfinn go and admits that he lost the duel. So, pretty sad for Thorkel, knowing that he lost an eye, and then the way how he lost was pretty questionable for me, you know. But I guess if someone could convince me otherwise, you're more than welcome to. But I was kind of questioning that. I'm like thinking in my mind, did Thorkel really get his butt handed just by getting hit right in the jaw or somewhere in the face or something, or kicked in the face? And you know, ever since I was spoiled about one picture about Thorkel, you know, that's because he had an eye patch or something. I guess that's how he lost his eye. Although, like, I kind of predicted it a bit because, like, you know, people know how to put spoilers when it comes to pictures or certain titles of the above. Or, I don't know. But aside from that, we have to it that Thorkel tells Prince Canute to stop, etc. But Canute tells him otherwise by saying, are you gonna use me as a bargaining chip or something to King Sweden or something? And he goes like, yeah, that's my plan. But Canute says, well, I hate to break the bad news to you. My father doesn't love me anyway. He doesn't give a about me. I am nothing more than a distress to the king in the end. So I'm gonna go over there with Askeladd and Thorfinn and take down the king. So I go like, oh, now we're talking, you know, kind of thing. Although, like, his life has no value anyway, so that's the reason why he's gonna do something reckless. And we see to it that Thorkel was questioning this boy's motives, or the Canute's motives, and he decides to test him by using his light punch as a fist, and he doesn't see any, and the Canute does not even flinch. He does not flinch. He just stood there and just go like, is that all you got or something? And we see to it that Thorkel tells his man one thing. If there's one thing I regret not doing this. That is following Thor's, because I'm pretty sure if I followed him back then, I would know what the true meaning of a warrior is. So he decides to make a decision and says, you know what? I'm going to follow you and help you fight the king. But you do anything I'm going to watch you from now on and see what you're going to do. But if you do anything soft, I'm going to kill you. Put that in mind. And we see to it that Canute's like, you're more than welcome to become one of my followers, you know? And we see to it that, like, Askeladd was laughing at the situation to see how Canute could be so inspiring, possibly, or how the situation turned around. And Askeladd gives his sword to Canute and tells him, I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm the one that killed Ragnar. I'm thinking in my mind, wow, you mean, wow, Askeladd, you really told him right off the bat like that, right? Huh? And Canute therefore freaking stares at him in total rage, and there's no denying that he has a reason to be mad. But we see to it that Askeladd tells him otherwise, if you let me live, I'm going to put my life on the line for you and fight to the very bitter end. And of course, like, Canute, on the other hand, decides to let him live and says, you're gonna live. Better do your best in your part of and Ragnar's stead. That's how you're gonna mourn half of him. You got it? And Askeladd said, of course, you got it. And Thorkel and Askeladd have a little small, tender, friendly moment by saying, hey, stop copying me whatsoever. And Askeladd said, hey, look, I was his first vassal in the first place. And we see to it that Thorkel's like, well, let's just be friends since I killed most of your men anyway, and that's water under the bridge, you know? Even Askeladd smiles at the end and is looking forward to see where the heck this is going. Even right now, Thorfinn kind of confused. He's going to continue his, like, path. So it looks like to me Thorkel decides to join up with Canute, but warns if you do anything soft or do anything that's not to my interest, I'm going to kill you right off the bat. Don't forget. You know? That kind of thing. So it looks like to me he gets a powerful ally. But, you know, we're going to see how this goes, especially about Thorfinn, you know? I mean, like, on one day Thorfinn might get along with Thorkel, it all depends. But pretty interesting development, the way how this is going. I mean, we all knowing Thorkel, you know, he really wished he could have gone with Thor's and might have found out what it means to be a true warrior. But I guess he'll never know, and that's the reason why he is possibly following Canute, because Canute has that same look in Thor's eyes or something. But yeah. Anyways, looking forward to next episode and the ones after that. Only a couple left, guys, and it's over. Oh man, I'm really starting to feel a little sad now, but guess we'll have to see. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot-toot.